any given year, there's about 5,500 911 calls, domestic related. Those numbers have stayed the same for a number of years now. And as you know, it is a serious matter that we take very seriously. Unfortunately, we have had a little bit of an increase in the number of domestic-related homicides this year in Montgomery County. The homicide rate has been up across the board, but there has been a few homicides this year above what the average has been. I will tell you that not one of those people came for services at the Family Justice Center. That doesn't help because one homicide is too many. We are looking at some initiatives this year to include some additional outreach to the community, to hopefully that one of those people that were involved with that this year, maybe in the future they would come forward. We will have some initiatives.
I think we need to look at upping the outreach, particularly in what we might be able to do with radio or television, either on cable or you've got a county cable station, and it seems we ought to be able to produce half-minute or minute spots that we can get up and conceivably even get out as public service announcements, because this is like a critically important topic, and it seems that if we only rely on paper and only rely on cards, we're going to miss a huge portion of the population. We ought to be doing direct outreach to community leaders of the different communities, including the faith community, and letting them tell people that there are going to be these sessions. I think it's really important that we do more than post paper. We all recognize that we've created something really, really useful, but the magnitude of the problem is way severe. And the only thing we really see is the NFL commercials. I mean, and not everybody watches the football games. And that seems to be, sort of like the extent, and that's not enough. And it crosses, all classes, all races. It's prevalent, and people are afraid, and they don't speak out, and they don't know where to go. And so we've got something that I think has done great things, and I think it probably would be utilized more often if more people know about it. We've just got to figure out how to let people know we've created a safe haven, and that you need to be able to take advantage of it. So maybe over the next couple of months, you guys could lay out sort of what a campaign might look like, with the resources you have. Dare I suggest that you might even point out where additional resources could be useful. But I mean, this is something we ought to be willing to invest in, because it is a matter of life and death, and to the extent we can alter that trajectory, we ought to be doing it. Kids shouldn't be getting a 2-week break from domestic violence. It shouldn't be 2 weeks off and then 50 weeks back into a situation where they have to endure it. I mean, it would be trite to say it, but we all ought to make sure that no kid and no spouse has to endure a situation of domestic violence.